What's going on, you guys? Pizza Boy Anthony here, and today we're about to go to react to Midnight Horror Story animated by Llama Arts. Ever since that I have not been reacting to viral videos that has over 1 million views, well, I'm about to go react to a video that has a lot of views on this video, so I can go ahead and gain more content on my YouTube.
I'm not making this video for attention or sympathy or anything. I just want anyone who can help me to do that. My name's Daniel, and this is a story I wish I didn't have to tell.
Well, you
it's been
just
a night
tell me.
out my entire life. As a teen, I used to stay up way past midnight every night, watching terrifying
I sometimes stay up too.
I know now they were nothing compared to the horrors of the
that stepping on a lettuce
nothing
challenge.
compared to the tragedy my family and I went
hilarious.
through. The story I'm going to tell to you now. My parents, being teachers, had always emphasized the importance of sleeping well to me, and would definitely disapprove of my late night routine.
Yeah, which that's not fair.
So I knew that if they caught me up,
nobody cannot just let us stay up and just be on our computer and play video games.
But after I told them
because
about
we have
child
school,
predator
I
in our
can't
neighborhood
wait
that I'd
because
seen in one of my
next
videos,
year's my last and
grow
final year
more
of high
and more
school,
paranoid.
and I'm only going to be
Obviously
senior next year.
understandable. Every night I'd hear one of them wandering into my room, checking on me. Every night I'd immediately turn off my light and pretend to be asleep. I never knew for sure if it was my mom or dad coming in, since obviously if I opened my eyes to see, they'd know I was awake. Mostly I presumed it was my dad, from the heavy-sounding footsteps, but either way, I found it pretty hypocritical for them to preach to me about being up late when they were awake themselves. Sometimes I wondered if they knew I wasn't sleeping, because often it was only after what seemed like hours before they'd finally leave and go to check on Alfie. That's my little brother, and Lucy, my little sister. I'd have asked them about it, but I thought it would have confirmed any suspicions, which they seemed to already have about my staying awake deep into the mornings of the
I don't know
day.
who was that.
Like I said, I guess they were just paranoid about the child predator. It was stupid for me to presume any of these things, and I'll never forgive myself for it, but I did it all the same. Anyway, one day, Lucy's school, where my parents both work, announced a school trip. It meant they'd be gone at some point.
I'm hoping nothing bad happens during the school trip, because
that I'd finally get to watch
the school trip that I would rather not go is some sort of creepy
there was one downside though.
nightmare flashback field trip.
He, being only 6 years old, my mom was reluctant to leave him in my care alone, but my dad defended me, reminding her that Alfie had been up most of the night after a nightmare, so he'd probably sleep most of the day anyway. Besides, he reassured her, he's 17. He can be given a little responsibility. With a heavy heart, my mom agreed. I honestly wish she hadn't. Finally, the morning came for them to head off. It took longer than expected because my sister said some of her favorite toy dolls had been stolen. But eventually, my mom persuaded her that they were probably just lost, and told me to look for them whilst they were gone. I begrudgingly
They were
agreed,
lost?
and soon they were ready to go. As they were leaving, my mom gave me a stern word, reminding me to lock the doors, not go to bed too late, and take good care of Alfie. She told me she'd be watching through the security cameras to make sure I was looking after him properly.
Security cameras, that's even more creepy to stay up.
Said our goodbyes.
Not fair.
And we're off.
Thank God I don't have security
Alfie
cameras.
and I spent most of the day playing outside.
I want to stay up.
He came in after the frisbee landed.
Stay up and
been in his nightmare. I told him that was ridiculous, because even if he somehow was in his dream, he wouldn't be able to remember. Anyway, I went by myself to get it. I have to admit that the man was fairly creepy. He had a huge grin, and his eyes, staring right at me, seemed to be permanently
staring at you.
To go. His clothes all seemed to have been made from someone 50 years younger, as they struggled to cling to his fully grown body. It was cold, but he was wearing a sun hat, a tiny one for children, which barely fit on his head.
That's weird.
I recognized it. I didn't know how at the time. If I'd learned anything from the videos I spent my nights watching, I'd have abandoned the frisbee and left. But clearly I didn't, because not wanting to feel like a baby, I approached him. As I got closer to the man, his smile disappeared, and he removed the hat and held it behind his back.
Oh, that's creepy.
I began to see his features in greater detail. He looked tired. He was pale, and his eyes
Look how
were
creepy
bloodshot,
his face is.
with big bags under them. And the entire time it took me to get to him, the man didn't move an inch, other than the odd blink. Not even his eyes shifted. At this stage, I was getting uneasy. I just wanted to get it and leave. Hi, can I have my frisbee back, please? Thanks. The thought of that conversation, if you can even call it a conversation, still makes me shiver. We locked the front door as soon as we got home. We were both a bit shaken, and Alfie looked tired, so I gave him some more food and put him to bed. It took him about 2 hours to fall asleep. He kept complaining that he'd have another nightmare about that man. I told him he wouldn't, but he wasn't convinced.
I see him every night.
He whispered to me, "Well, if you see him again, don't worry. I'll be here to fight him off." This seemed to settle him down, and soon he was fast asleep.
Ah, come on, stupid
The
advertisements.
moment I got the vaccine,
Hurry up with the stupid darn advertisement.
I
You're
felt
gonna get
like
me
I had taken
in
a step in the right
trouble.
direction. If you
Really hate
At
advertisements.
about 11, it was time to put my
Ooh,
film on.
anime.
I couldn't
Ooh,
have my mom
news.
knowing
Ooh,
that I was
creepy.
watching it, so I did something naive, ignorant, something I'll always regret. I turned off the security cameras. I watched it for 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm
straight.
way too tired
My
of
eyes
security
never strayed from the
cameras.
screen.
Even more creepy.
So
I hate security cameras
I
and,
replayed the last few seconds of the film,
I don't know.
but the sound didn't happen again. It was coming from inside my house. Alfie? He didn't reply, but I could see him under the
He's
covers, so
kidnapped.
I thought he was just asleep.
Oh
I didn't
my
want to wake him up.
god.
I swear, if I thought anything worse
That
had
is
happened,
so
I
creepy.
checked. You okay? I thought maybe I was just worrying too much, hearing things. It was late. The film
He's
had been scary.
gone. He's
Maybe it was just all in my
gone.
head.
He is gone.
I knew from the sound of his voice it was him. Alfie! Alfie? Usually this much noise would have
He's
woken him up.
gone. The
Alfie,
door's
what's going
open.
on? I knew something was wrong. It was
Somebody
him.
inside.
The doll. I couldn't believe it. It had to be some kind of sick prank.
Oh
It
my
had to be.
God.
But it wasn't. It was the man I'd spoken to earlier. He'd taken my brother. Alfie!
Oh my
I
god.
was certain they'd be gone before I could reach them. But he didn't set off straight away. He watched as I tried helplessly to do something. I screamed and I shouted and I banged on the windows and I tried to open the doors. But nothing worked. It was all
No.
in vain. There was nothing I could do for my brother, my best friend.
I bet he's killed.
He was stolen away from me. It was too late for the police to do anything. It was too late for anybody to do anything. He was gone. And in time, I'd have to come to accept that.
Oh my god.
You have 9 new messages. First message. Hello? If you're out with Alfie, call me back when you get back in, please. Love you guys. Bye.
Oh my god.
End of message. Second message.
Daniel, we've been trying to get a hold of you for hours. Is everything alright? Did you turn the security cameras off?
You'll be fine. The security system probably just glitched out. Hey, Alfie, just call us as soon as you can, okay? You know how Mom worries.
End of message. Third message.
Listen, Daniel, we're starting to get really worried now. If you don't pick up, one of us is going to have to come home to check if everything's okay. Please pick up.
End of message.
He's really
Fourth
upset. He's really struggling him.
Daniel, are you okay? Daniel! What's happened? Please answer! I couldn't bear to tell him anything. That was 7 years ago. We never found him. When I asked my parents if they'd seen anything at all of this man once they checked on us during the night, they looked at me, concerned, confused. What do you mean? They asked. I could only stare at them in horror. Every night, around 2, you'd come and check on Alfie and Lucy and me to see if we were sleeping.
Daniel?
They told me. Nobody did. The police wanted security camera footage of the man, but of course, there wasn't any. It automatically deletes any footage older than 24 hours.
Oh my
Which
god.
meant I've been mindless enough to stop it recording.
There is no
the only
evidence.
night you could have seen him. You know, the strange thing is, I don't even know if I want Alfie to be alive. Because if he is, God knows what that monster has done to him. Sorry if I've gone on too long, but the guilt's been killing me. I had to get it out somehow. I only tell it as a story because, well, people like stories, and I want as many people to hear this as possible. Alfie, somehow you're watching. I love you. And I'm so sorry. Please, don't lose hope. And to the man who took you, it's not too late. If you have any heart at all, and even if you don't, please let my little brother come home. To everybody else, if someone comes into your bedroom at night, open your eyes. You never know
Oh
who
my
it might
god.
be. I still stay up late at night. It's not because I don't want to sleep. It's because I can't. In case anyone sees Alfie, this is the last good photo we took of him. That's it. Stay safe. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you for sticking
I-
around to the end of the video. If you would like to support the...
I really am having a feeling at this point, Alfie, I have a feeling that Alfie is probably missing and probably got eliminated. Because since he said that was 7 years ago, I have a feeling that he's gone. And that guy kind of looked creepy, and I could tell that he had that kind of weapon. So I think it's gone. That was a messed up story that I ever heard. That was very creepy, actually. Okay, well, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, Pizza Boy Anthony. Okay, love you all. Life. Eat pizzas.